Buongiorno! We just finished this week's episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Golden Wind.
Now, normally we're the type to read the manga first, but this time around we were in it for that golden experience.
So, subscribe and tune in every week for our reactions. This week it was episode 17, Babyface.
Yes, and that was, that was quick!
Okay,
like lightning!
Okay.
Yeah, I think you made the proper point where they were like, yeah, let's put that in before the intro and let's just get through the rape stand as quickly as possible.
Why?
Let's just crank through that sequence and move on.
It was definitely to get past that uncomfortable factor, but yeah, we want to just edit through that. Personally,
oh my god.
After last week's action-packed episode, I wasn't expecting another one at this
immediately.
speed. Yeah. But it was so, the first thing I said once we got finally to the opening was, that was fast.
Like, I wasn't ready.
It
I wasn't ready.
Woo, and it's probably fast.
And we did a whole stand battle in like one episode, pretty much. Like,
basically,
he fought at least the minion stand. They haven't defeated, you know, rape stand.
They played the jazz music, so it was a stand battle.
Yeah, exactly.
You got the thing, but honestly, this whole thing was just. My jaw was on the ground.
I was just literally sitting like in like a fetal position, like trying to figure out what the hell was happening.
It was just, well, okay, so first of all, like we said, the Incredibles knockoff guy is creepy and weird, and then he got creepier and weirder, licking
with
and like
the tongue and everything.
He's in a compartment alone with a woman, and it's weird.
Poor soul,
but like, there's that Jojo thing of like, oh, cigarettes and like health and blood type. Oh, and like
this is your birthday. This is.
But then like the computer, I guess, is Babyface.
You know, just the arms and legs just
I guess you create a child from it.
Yeah, and it used genetic material or something.
To track. He probably saw GPS and was like, but genetic positioning satellite.
I like it. I like that.
that.
The using the woman host was a little much for me.
I did not like that.
I mean, I'm okay. What I'm okay with is him killing it. Like, I get the idea. No, birth something, kill a random bystander, define it as a monster, and I mean, I guess he wanted to do the mother thing, but either way.
That was just so bizarre. Like, one thing I do like, it's like, they kept like communicating. It's like, what do I do? Like, what is this? Like, I do love how he just like started teaching like throughout the like
that picture book.
The circle of life. Like, this is a lion. And
can I just say it first? I got AIM flashbacks like with the text response, and there was honestly they did a good job because the stand design in and of itself not particularly exciting, but the tension created by the typing and like the black motorcycle going on.
It let us interact with the Babyface minion a lot without ever seeing it. You know, it's that Dracula thing of like he's always present and scary, but we don't always see him.
Exactly. So it pumped up the shock of the stand's ability, which was just complete. You know, reforming.
Right, which I thought they were going for like a digitization thing, like
that's what I thought
he was like breaking them down into like cubes because they're bytes and they're in the computer now. But no, like but I like the art style being there regardless, which is cool.
Right, and also I love I love how Giorno, of course, grew in this fight. His first fight in God knows how long.
Oh yeah, it was a great episode for Giorno. Not only does he kick all those cars' asses.
We need to.
And turns him into frogs.
I'm gonna be completely real. In no canon did that connect with me. That didn't click. I literally, when it happened, I just said to myself,
you were just like, can he do that? Can he punch a car?
Now, personally, what I think he did, like fundamentally, is he turned the cars into animals as they were flying so they became lighter, because his stand does not have the physical power to move cars. However, drawing cars moving,
these are tiny European cars. We're used to American cars, that's why. You've been drawing a racer all week. you know, like these little pogos and Fiats.
I guess, because I don't even personally, from my JoJo experience, yes, I know in the final battle with Dio and Star Platinum, I don't really feel like, I'm like, yeah, Jotaro's stand could, Star Platinum could flip a car, could throw some cars around, but I didn't feel like to that effect, and then a stand that is described, Golden Experience, as being weaker on all levels, being able to trash a parking lot.
Like, we even talked about that too. It's like really mostly what we've seen, like Bruno's stand, like Sticky Fingers is the only one who's really physical. Like,
I mean, why didn't they just flip the train over? Honestly,
there you go. Problem solved.
Why didn't he turn the train into a frog?
I don't know. Anywho.
But anyway, I did love the
Moving
stand
on.
fight. I think him being juxtaposed against a stand user who had the same basic power level as him, if not more, because I think we're gonna get another thing out of this stand user, right?
Right.
Yeah.
There's gonna be at least part 2.
He's not defeated.
Yeah.
So.
Right, because this baby is still evolving, and that's the exciting part because his evolution started to highlight the fact that it reminded me of something. Giorno still hasn't, like, remember when we were in the train when he was fighting with, you know,
Thankful Death.
No,
Bruno.
the original train when he was licking
Bruno
face
in the subway.
with Bruno in the subway.
Oh, the opening.
He still doesn't really have. He is gonna have more connection with Trish than we think.
It's possible.
He is smart.
It's possibly.
Giorno is smart and can use his stand
right.
and he can adapt very quickly, but we forget he's mostly going off of his Dio confidence, right? He's like, yeah, I totally know what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
He has the most connection to Trish out of anyone else, and I think he's going to use that to sort of get closer to her and connect with her.
And he has the least connection to the crew. I mean, like, honestly, like...
I mean, everyone literally refers to him as the newbie instead of Giorno
They
himself.
don't know his face yet. That is a blatant...
Speaking of... Go ahead.
No.
Finish your thought.
No, it's a blatant sort of like admission that he is a dark horse comparatively to the rest of them.
Okay.
And then speaking of the crew, I love that we got their moment of them like hot riding the cars and arguing with each other.
I love
Narancha
Mista's stand.
Yeah, he's just waving at us.
Fine.
It's cool. I think he just wants us to hurry.
Naranja's like, I've cut this heat before. He just wants
Mista's just like, I don't know what I'm doing. Don't rush me.
And I'm calling it right now. I want Coco Jambo as part of the crew forever.
Please.
Mr. President is my
Please.
favorite stand in
I
the series
love
so
him.
far.
I voted for him.
Yeah.
I voted for Mr.
I voted
President.
for him.
Thank God, I'm glad we're
Oh,
on the
he
same page.
just keeps sticking around. I'm like, yes. I even
Keep
love
him,
the moment
please.
the enemy stand user was like, yeah, take the turtle too. Like,
Touch it. Just touch it.
like, yeah, like that's pretty cool. Like, grab that. Like,
Yeah, but he was also like living things. What are you? A turtle? I'm just gonna.
Science.
What's going on here? He was thrown
hey, he knew
off.
what a zebra was. He knew what a giraffe was.
He knew what a lion was.
He did not know what a turtle was. All right.
Yeah, apparently his
I do also love the blatant disregard. Like Trish and like Bruno have that moment where she's like, I might have to maybe pee, and he's like,
And then he just goes to the closet and is just like, here, pee
yeah,
here.
pee in the turtle. There's something. It'll be fine.
Oh,
fine.
and
And
then just
she's-
Giorno's just like leaning over, like, what you guys doing in there?
Oh yeah, that panel was great.
He wanted to draw a real big Giorno face, but the that dynamic is interesting because that was the highlight at the start of the episode when we pulled into their sort of like after we got past all that babyface stuff, we got into like, no, he can't tell her anything, and keeping her ignorant is kind of part of their mission, and that's definitely something that Giorno has no intention of doing. And then even when he said, he was like, oh yeah, you know, I mean, I want to know who the boss is because I'm gonna kill the boss
Yeah,
because that's
we
my
all
goal.
know who the
And
boss is.
I'm blinking, and I'm like, I literally felt afraid for him in that moment because I was like, dude, you don't want to get diced up like those other boys.
Yeah, no, that's the tension, right? Like he has to keep the crew safe, but at the same time, his ultimate goal is to portray what they believe in, at least for now.
I know, right? So it's like he has to prove himself to be a better capo or whatever than Bruno is to the others for them to still be friends with him. Or is Giorno thinking about, yeah, they're just gangsters, who cares? How much of his relationship that he's starting to build is even an act in and of itself?
Well, yeah, and does Giorno have to fight the crew at some point? We don't know
We
at
have
this
no
point.
idea.
Like it could be that's the way the series turns.
Yeah, but this
I'm
series...
ready for heartbreak.
Yes. This episode was crazy. It was fast.
Yeah.
It was we got a battle in there, and
Remember when stand users had to breathe to use their stands? Araki doesn't. But anyway, continue. Hey, again, the pieces together were great, though.
That was cool. Just the
Clever.
button to the eye.
and again, create life. You know, it works both ways.
Yeah.
It can turn inanimate things into life, and it can turn inanimate back again into whatever he wants. And they didn't even explain how Mister was healed.
Oh, he was just fine.
He was fine.
They didn't explain.
He was fine.
He's
You know, they did like a close-up panel. That's all you need to know. Like, he's fine.
There wasn't even any blood in his clothes.
He's fine. At least I'm happy.
I'm happy with it,
Okay.
but like
They're all cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, let us know what you thought about this episode in the comments down below. Throw a like on this video if you liked it, and subscribe for next week's reaction.
眠れない闇